These kids can see with their mind. Yes, they can drive, they can ride a bike, they can do all kinds of stuff. Check this out.
Just tell me what's on this card.
Teacup.
And now tell me what's on this card.
Tiger.
Isabella, what is the shape and color of this stone?
Kind of like a circle, and it's not really, it's kind of like see-through.
These children are taught an advanced form of meditation, and by advanced, I mean advanced to you. Most adults operate on limitations imposed on them by people who can't do this. With nothing holding them back, they can be taught very easily, and that is exactly what ICU does. It's an academy in the UK that uses these mindfolds. They're blindfolds that don't put pressure on your eyes. This allows you to integrate the mind with the environment, experiencing it non-locally. This is a school in Ogden, Utah.
Yellow, orange, blue, green.
They teach you to sense the vibration of objects, then convert that into a usable mental image. They teach all ages here. These techniques allow you to navigate and also classify objects without the use of any ocular stimulus. Activating this type of latent ability is like exercising a muscle. You already see like this. Normally, your brain recreates the image that you see using the signals that you received from your eyes. By removing a very demanding sense like vision, you can sense the environment instead of recreating the environment. It removes an entire step. Most research indicates that consciousness is more like a TV station instead of originating from the brain. Just one channel amongst all the channels, and it's simply a matter of changing the station. I know I was skeptical too, but Dr. Enrico here has saved us. He's a PhD in neuroscience and teamed up with a theoretical physicist to test these results. He not only made sure there was no light coming into the masks, he even introduced elements that made it optically difficult to read the numbers, not just consciously. The results were conclusive. Now this has very broad implications, especially for those who are visually impaired. Check this out.
These methodologies can be applied to various eyesight issues such as Sylvia's advanced farsightedness, Radu's severe astigmatism, which had made it impossible for him to read.
Ce întrebări ți-au venit în minte în timp ce citeai?
Or even the blind who are now able to perceive their environment with more ease.
This isn't a new development. The CIA has been researching this since the 90s. It's called remote viewing in some circles. If you're into the Egyptian mysteries, the Ka, which is the little hand up here, and the Ba, which is usually a bird with a person's face, were the Egyptian way of noting this phenomenon. Most of this footage is from Superhuman. It is on Gaia. If you go to the link in any of my social bios, I've linked this entire episode as the very first one. It's 45 minutes of more of what I just talked about, and it's well worth the watch. If you love digging into esoterics and consciousness, I have a bunch of resources on baseforge.us. I try to put them together in a way that gets you up to speed on this as fast as possible. Check